You know the old story, you kill the body and the head might.
You're looking at one of the most controversial moments in sports history. It's the 1965 bout between Sonny Liston and Muhammad Ali. Now, at around a minute and 44 seconds into the first round, Liston threw a left jab, and Ali countered with a quick right, knocking Liston to the mat. Now, Ali stood over Liston, urging him to get up, which he managed to do so about 12 seconds later, but after the ref checked with the timekeeper, the match was eventually called. And this moment has come to be known as the Phantom Punch. Many attendees of the match claim they never saw the punch thrown, while those who did see the punch say that it wasn't hard enough to knock Liston out. To this day, there's still speculation that the result of this fight was fixed. And unfortunately, we're still dealing with some of the same controversies in today's sport. And that's what we'll be talking about in today's episode. In this episode, we explore the question, are Major League Sports one big scam? Are the NFL, MLB, and NBA a syndicate designed to create narratives and keep fans watching and pumping money into each respective sport? Now, as outrageous as this may sound, in recent years, there's been a growing belief among fans that the integrity of sports has been compromised. And this is in large part due to questionable officiating and an explosion in popularity of sports gambling. So digging a little bit deeper, what makes integrity a significant factor of any operation of any sport is that without it, the sport stands to lose the support of its fans, which is its lifeline for survival. In this episode, we'll look at data to compare how the average fan feels about integrity of sports. Then we'll look at what impact sports gambling has had on the industry. And last, we'll look at officiating trends and how impactful that has been on the perception of sport outcome and its results. In a 2023 survey conducted by agamble.com, the survey found that 1 in 3, which is 34% of sports fans, believe that professional sports leagues are rigged. The survey also revealed that 72% of the respondents think that professional athletes illegally bet on their own games, and 77% believe that athletes should not be allowed to bet on games that they play in, even if they're betting on themselves to win. Now, we're going to revisit this topic when we discuss gambling. For those that are not familiar with the term rigged, the Merriam-Webster Dictionary defined rigged as manipulated or controlled through deceptive or dishonest means. Now, in this context, many fans who believe that sports are rigged suspect that the outcome of sporting events are influenced by various external factors. Now, this belief arises from several reasons, with one of the most common being concerns about teams with high winning percentages. Now, through no coincidence, these teams are among the most popular teams in their respective sport. Now, as an unapologetic Dallas Cowboys fan, I hear this all the time, the sentiment that the NFL wants Dallas to win, which is why we often appear on prime time. The Dallas Cowboys is one of the most popular teams in the National Football League with 19.9 social media followers. That's followed by the Eagles with 17 million followers. Now, other teams that fit this profile include the Kansas City Chiefs, who has 15.4 million social media followers, followed by the Steelers with 15.8, and the Buffalo Bills with 7.8 million followers. And these are among the top 3 teams as far as winning percentage of the last 10 years. In the NBA, the teams with the most social media followers are the Los Angeles Lakers with 54.7 million followers and the Golden State Warriors boasting 49.3 million followers. These also are among the 2 top winning teams over the last 10 years. In Major League Baseball, the top teams in terms of followers are the New York Yankees with 14.9 million followers, the Boston Red Sox with 9.6, and the Los Angeles Dodgers with 9.4 million followers. So here's another big question. Why do conspiracy theorists think that sports leagues want certain teams to win? Now, if you were paying attention earlier, I mentioned that fans are the economic driving force behind these leagues. Now, the theory goes like this. If the leagues cater to their most popular fan bases, they will thrive financially. By the numbers, these teams are the most popular teams in their league, which will drive up revenue for each of the respective leagues. The symbiotic relationship between sports and gambling has grown stronger over the last several years. In 2024, sports betting in the U.S. reached a record revenue of $13.7 billion, and this number is expected to only continue to rise. Industry analysts predict that global gambling revenue will reach approximately $700 billion by 2028. But the problem is the growing popularity of sports gambling comes with significant concerns. A national survey conducted by Sacred Heart University found that 61% of Americans are worried that legalized sports gambling can increase the risk of corruption, including match fixing, bribery, unethical influences on athletes, and the outcome of games. Now, in recent years, there have been several high-profile scandals involving sports gambling. Each sports league has developed protocols to address and investigate these issues when they occur, but the question remains whether these measures are enough to calm public concerns. I know you heard this before. My team got to beat the refs and the other team.
Refs making bogus calls all night.
A major concern is the belief that referees are becoming too influential in determining outcomes of games. But digging into the data, I found mixed results on this theory. In 2024, the NFL recorded a total of 4,307 flags thrown, which increased from 3,831 in 2023. Then the number of fouls in the NBA is slightly decreased year over year. And last year, the average calls per game was 18.6 per game. In 2023-2024 was 18.7 per game, and in 2022 season was 20 per game. In Major League Baseball, umpires achieved an impressive accuracy rate of 94% as of spring 2024, improving from 90% in 2015. Now, additionally, 2023 teams initiated video reviews resulted in 48.5% of calls being overturned, a slight decrease of the 50.2% in 2022. Now, that indicates that approximately half of the challenged calls were upheld.
Next tonight, a picture of something so obvious it has everyone saying, "How did you not see that?"
Gambling and cheating scandals involving officials and/or players have increasingly become a concern within the sports community, making them challenging to monitor effectively. Now, over time, there's been a notable rise in the reporting of such incidents. Now, in 2024, several significant stories came to light regarding gambling practices involving referees and players. Now, with this is the risk of getting caught, and that comes with a fine, a lifetime ban, jail time, or all three. So what's the bottom line here? It's in the best interest of the league, the team, the players, the referees to maintain sports integrity. Are sports rigged? Personally, I do not believe so. The potential losses are far too significant, and orchestrating such a deception will require an immense amount of complex coordination, and if caught, consequences could be fines, lifetime bans, jail time, or a combination of all these things. That said, it's important to recognize there will always be individuals who attempt to exploit the system. The key point is that sports leagues are continuously evolving and implementing rules and tools to protect their brands from these individuals. If this is your first time listening to my podcast, thank you for listening. My name is Devin Haskins, and this is the RVA Running Man podcast. I talk about everything related to recreational running, sports, and fitness. I definitely would love you along my journey, so go out there on anywhere you get your podcasts and search for the RVA Running Man podcast, or here on YouTube and subscribe. Until next week, I hope you guys are safe out there on the roads and trails. I'll talk to you later. Peace.